We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off.
It's the Jets going up against the Bills.
So with that, let's get you out to the stadium. Standing by tonight are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
They go play action with Wilson. He's got time. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He dumps it down to Ingram. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Taken in at the 11. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now on 1st down. And incomplete to open things up. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Johnson running right. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Oh, baby, alert, alert. All right, here we go. Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. Zebra. Zebra.
Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing his car on third down. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
We ready? Wide at the 8.
Carr going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Wide at the 8. Wide.
Play clock winding down. Now Carr has got his target. It's Cobb. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's Hill, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Second down now after the pass completion.
We ready? Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8. Zebra. Zebra.
Now Carr again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Again, it's Carr. And he fires one, but incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Ingram. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Ingram. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
All right, here we go. We're going to rally.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So 2nd and 10 here.
We ready? Wide at the 8.
Here's Carr to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. To throw his Carr. Caught left side by Cobb. Past the 20. And all all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll come out in the pistol. After the penalty, it's Ingram. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's 4th down. Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go. Red, A, zebra. Zebra. Here we go. Red, zebra. Alert, baby, alert, alert.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he's got him over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Johnson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. come back and get them the next time.
On second down, Johnson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
We ready?
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
We ready? Wide and yay.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. A first down carry here for Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team is committed to running the football. You can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
The play clock's running down. Carr to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass-rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now, he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Time running out here on the play clock. Carr now to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Here comes the Jets defense as they ready themselves. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points went on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop. A loss of a full 3 yards. Now it's second down. And
that's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
Really, it's a solid draft class from a year ago. They were able to address some key weak spots on their team and fill in some holes.
And they were able to identify the players they wanted early in the process. Got a little bit of luck as some guys may have fallen to them. But for the most part, knew their philosophy and stuck to it. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that's complete to LaFell. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Now it's Wilson. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Easy.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. They'll get the football here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. A bunch of Jets there, whole gang of them flying to the football to make the stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete here. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking for someone to throw to. And that is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. This is Cobb with a catch right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Oh, look at the juke. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We ready? Red 18.
They go to Johnson again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
We ready? Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Red 18. Red 18.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bills looked great last week, but haven't been as steady today. The Jets are doing a good job keeping them off balance, and that's led to a lead for them at the half. All right, let's roll those highlights. 1st and 10, defense will win the battle and get the sack. This one ends up as a loss of 6. At the end of the first quarter, Cobb is found on the quick pass, and he's going to go 67 yards for the score. Jets push the lead to 10.
Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
We ready?
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side by Cobb. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Randall Cobb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Carr will look to throw. Flushed out right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, partner, with all the rule changes, it is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch them after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch them while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch them at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
Out to the left, it's complete to Dykson. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
We got 4. Check 50, check 50. Check 43.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Surveying the field. All kinds of time. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really... He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he's got it. That makes our score now 22-10. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. Red.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Shotgun now for Carr. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
We ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
We ready?
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
We ready?
Carr now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. Truck, and Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, Wilson. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Oh, what a move. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills now making their way back out onto the field. They are down on the scoreboard. They're just trying to keep the opposition now at bay.
Let's treat it a little bit like tennis. Hold serve. Don't give up anything. Win the point, so to speak, and move on from there.
Did you play tennis?
I actually did for a little while.
Were you good?
Wasn't very good at it. Yeah. But I tell you what, the kids, they both lettered.
Your kids?
Exactly.
Okay.
Whose kids were we talking about?
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look up to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Play clock winding down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
Here we go. Red 18.
Carr to throw on second down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Carr now on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down following the run. The play clock's running down. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
On third down, Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now we spotlight the Jets defense. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old-school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
4 down, 4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
That boy's got 4. 19.
Now Wilson on second down. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And the Jets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. John Simon in on the stop. Third down now following the run. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing his car on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Play clock winding down. Coleman. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And the Bills getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So we're again symptomatic.
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On second down, Wilson. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Finding time. He dumps it down to Ingram. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Ingram again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Wilson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Johnson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They come out here in the eye. Here's Coleman. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's got his man. This is Dodson. And he's brought down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing again here, Wilson. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. That is caught at the 7. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. In the red zone this time. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on 1st down. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
To throw again is Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they're needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Wilson going to throw for it. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And now we've got a 1-score game and at least a little light at the end of the tunnel.
Is that what we call a glimmer of hope?
Glimmer of hope.
Because they've got to get an onside kick and then find their way into the end zone before time expires. Glimmer, or what's less than a glimmer?
I don't know. You're the one that knows all the big words. A sparkle? A sparkle.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we're going with.
New York set to take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they will take a knee here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more